That's true. So a little bit more than 10 years ago, I came to my father with another business idea, and he said to me, "Son, I will help you, but will you consider, instead of doing something for yourself, to join the family company?" And I started to get the tears in my eyes because I wasn't really sure about if he wanted me in the company. But I said yes immediately. So I started the succession with Audiovector. And in those 10 years, I slowly took over piece by piece. And now I am the 90% shareholder of Audiovector of Denmark. My father is 76 years old, and he still works in the company 2 days a week, educating the technicians and the engineers to understand the DNA and to learn the standards of the Audiovector way. The latest flagship model is the R10 Arreté. So Arreté is an old Greek term for the one in the city who is best at. So in ancient Greece, if you were the best chef in the city, you had Arreté. If you were the best pottery maker, you had Arreté. And if you were the best mason, you had Arreté. So Arreté is our top spec. So R10 Arreté is the newest loudspeaker from Audiovector, recently launched at the Munich show in May. And actually Aria and Daniel is the first one outside our own organization that plays the R10 at a show. So it's a big honor for us. So this is a 5-way loudspeaker, 13 driver per speaker, 90.5 dB sensitive, 95 kilos, easy to place, loudspeaker from Copenhagen. We use a dual tweeter system. So one tweeter goes from 3,000 to 53,000, and the top tweeter goes from 20,000 to 53,000, working a little bit like a super tweeter in a way. Full carbon drivers with a new concertina surround. You see this concertina surround has a little bit longer, long throw. And we have also made a new conic shape of the voice coil. So the first 2 millimeter accelerates 50% faster than in our previous models. We use titanium in the voice coil. We use our own folded membranes for the air motion transformer. And we use a sandwich construction with our membranes, which is carbon fiber, artificial wood resin, which is sandwiched, so it's light, stiff, and dead. Cabinet is teardrop shaped and rounded. It is also angled top and bottom to prevent any standing waves. So preventing standing waves also means that we don't have to fill the speaker up with big quantities of dampening materials. So we have strategically placed nanopore, which is our product, nanopore damping plates strategically glued to the inside of the cabinet, which improves the dynamics, the openness, and gives less holdback. So the whole idea about Audiovector, and especially the R10, is that it's a high-end performer, open sound, dynamic, fun, powerful, and able to play many sorts of music. Not only more, but also more dynamic. Okay. So it's eight 5-inch woofers that we place behind this beautifully CNC machined rear baffle in aluminum. Works as the same as if you were to have a 17-inch put on the side. So, but the reason to use 8 5-inch is to get a more dynamic experience, a faster punch. And it's easier to control the bass in a little bit smaller rooms as well. And it works a little bit like a line source in a way. And it also improves the mid-range. as the top drivers of the rear spine has leaning a little bit more toward mid-range than towards bass. And we are a Danish company that cherishes Danish design. So the last thing is, I thought it's much more beautiful to have the speakers hidden away. Still you can able to see them through the cutouts instead of having a 17-inch driver on the side, which would, for me, completely ruin the aesthetics of this beautiful piece. For all Arreté specs, so the R10 only comes in Arreté.
Okay.
So we don't have any tiers down. But normally, when you look at the Arreté has the high efficiency air motion transformer, best spec that we can provide. It has all our in-house manufactured crossover parts, resistors and capacitors. Some are done by Duelund for me exclusively, and some we do in-house for ourselves. So in this loudspeaker, the only thing off the shelf is the WBT terminals. Everything else is in-house made. And exclusively for Arreté spec, you can come closer, you'll see there is a grounding cable going into the loudspeakers. So all 13 drivers in this loudspeaker, the chassis of the drivers are connecting to an internal grounding filter that routes away the unwanted distortion caused by the moving drivers. And this way we can provide the listener with a much more silent background and a much more detailed presentation of whatever music that the listener would like to hear.
Okay.
And Arreté is especially grounding. The drivers with the face plugs and the best version of the tweeter, together with cryogenically treated internal 7/9 copper wiring and our in-house crossover parts. I would choose the Trapeze Reimagined.
Why?
Because it has the air motion transformer and it has the very special in-house crossover. It's a newer development. The Trapeze, the shape comes from 1979, but the Reimagined is from 2024. So both are very, very nice speakers. And are you into tubes and classical music? The R6 Signature works well. Are you into more dynamic music and a little bit younger feel, more power? The Trapeze will work for you. I play the Trapeze in my house in one system and the R8 in another system. And the R8 I listen to once in a while. The Trapeze I listen to every day. And I never get tired of it. Yeah, for my taste, I do like tube amplifiers. So I play on my R8, I play a Kondo Overture, which is something I really, really like. Soul Note is a very, very good solid state solution. Many, many years ago, we used to have the distribution in Denmark of name products. So all name products will work very well as well. And I'm also very happy to play both Griffon and Burmaster. But I have to say that it's very rare that we find an amplifier that the speakers don't like. As long as the amplifier is an open, dynamic, and fun amplifier, you will be able to listen to that here. I recently actually purchased the Watson pre-mono for our showroom to play with the Trapeze, and I'm very excited to get to learn that system much more.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time.